Morning. So, funny shit. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about stigmas. S-T-I-G-M-A-S. Hope I spelled it right with the S on it, but stigma is the word that I'm talking about. A stigma is a public association or a disgrace with an action or a condition. You can check the dictionary and wherever you get your defined terms from. I brought this up on a different social site about porn, right? I'm well over the age of like 30 and 18 or whatever it is you're supposed to buy it. I brought it up somewhere and then it was like a bunch of people like, it's the time and the place, it's the time and the place. Now this is just regular ass barbershop conversation. Like we wasn't necessarily in the barbershop. But what's the deal with, like, we're just going to do the porn. We're going to talk about porn for a few minutes. What's the deal and the problem with people that watch it? Like, I understand that porn, just like certain cartoons and media and movies even, can, infiltrate your eye gate and your ear gate, and it can change your brain waves and stuff like that. But then you can also unlearn and relearn stuff too. What is the big deal with people coming down hard on folks that might watch it? It's like you're an adult. So if that's what you chose to watch or do, and that's how you stimulate yourself for pleasure, and maybe you have a hard time doing it without it or whatever, it's a stigma. So it's like sad, bro, because like we're adults and we still aren't worried about the approval of other people. That's what really like fucks me up on the inside. I'm like, man. And then even myself, like I'll still think to a degree about certain things. Well, I can't do that because what would they think of me, or what would, you know what I'm saying? And then when you really get down to it, we don't know who we are because we're not really getting in touch with ourselves. Is this like a public service announcement for porn? Nah. We just gonna use that as an example because it's an uncomfortable conversation to have. But in this country, like, sex is so like I guess I'm gonna use like ridiculed, and they've made it like this negative thing that people look down on. But yet that's how all of us get here. We have two people usually come together. They make, in a short form, they create an embryo, and then the next thing you know, you got another little person walking around, and then that little person turns into a bigger person down the line. And like, if we want to keep it funky, like all of us are big babies walking around on the planet. That's a whole nother thing. But it's like, that's the message for me, like on this short one. It's like, man, don't worry about what people say. Handle your business. You don't have to, of course, you don't have to talk about it either. But it's like, sometimes you just shouldn't not talk about things because of fear of your peers. Because their ass is out there doing it too. And sometimes them people out there doing way worse than what you're doing. But like, your moral compass determines what worse is. You know what I mean? And then like, and then let me also add for like context for the people. What about this? There are some things that people absolutely know they should not be doing in this world. You know what I'm talking about. It go without saying. Don't take it out of context. When I say do what you want to do when you want to do it, you have to do it in a certain time frame. Like, you wouldn't just not go to work. You wouldn't just, look at shit you ain't got no business looking at when it comes to like the whole pornography stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They got other stuff out there. Hey. But like, I'm talking about just like standard porn. Booty on screen. Don't worry about what somebody else has to say about you, because you will live your entire life worried about the approval of others. And then like, it's better to focus on unlearning and relearning a new life for yourself and a vision that gives you exactly what you want. And at least that way you can be like proud of yourself. It just really trips me out though. I'm like, at 30 years old, people are still out here acting like they don't masturbate, don't watch porn, don't do. Now some of them don't. Fine. And then I am sure that there are plenty of people that do not masturbate as well. That's fine. I think that's cool. But if you don't do it, it doesn't give you the right to automatically, like, you know, denounce or put someone else down for somebody that does. I mean, if you want to not talk about sex, we can just say, oh, I like oranges. Well, I like apples. So you just wanted something to say. And then I also realized that people are very miserable. I've been there. Sometimes I still be there. But yeah, random. Damn, that deer was dead. Random car conversations. Today's topic was stigma, and it was also mixed with a little bit of booty movies. Y'all be blessed.